Hey guys, I'm Steph, and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. You know the drill. Before we begin, make sure you click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll never miss one of my video uploads. Alright guys, so I literally just got this foundation in like 5 minutes ago and I ran over here. I was expecting to receive it this morning, which thank goodness, because I cannot wait for this foundation review. This is a very different foundation, and this foundation comes to us from Becca Cosmetics. This is the new Becca Zero. This is their no pigment foundation. So it looks clear because it is clear, guys. I don't know about you. I've never heard of a clear foundation before, but we are gonna try this out today. I cannot wait. When I saw this last week on Instagram, I was like, oh my goodness, is this gonna be something that works or is it a gimmick? What's this all about? Actually, my first thought was, yeah, you're trying to save some money by not creating a broad shade range. Just make one foundation that's clear and call it a day. Those are my initial thoughts, if you want me to be honest. This says that it is the No Pigment Virtual Foundation. That is the full name of this foundation. Now, when you open it up, it's in a glass jar. It does have a little spatula up here at the top. I haven't opened this, guys. We are doing this together. Okay, so it has a little protector cap there, and you can see some of the product is on there. Let me get what's here. It feels like a primer. Feels wet, cool, and it's supposed to mattify the skin. I'm gonna give you all the specifics in a second, but it feels, now that it's drying down, it feels like wow, like it does mattify, and I can kind of even see it on the back of my hand right here. It's smooth and it mattifies. So very interesting. I'm just very intrigued by this product. They also sent me 3 other little free items. They sent me the Becca Hydra Mist setting powder. They also sent me this Brighten and Blur primer, which I'm going to try using today because I've never used that before. And they sent me a little sample of the Ultimate Coverage Foundation. I already have this foundation and I already had the powder, but this primer is new to me, so we're going to try it today because I've been interested in wanting to try that primer as well. So let me give you some specifics on this foundation. Let me tell you the cost and how much you're getting and what you're getting. And then we're going to dive into the application portion of the video. I'm going to do my best to give you guys a good 8 to 10 hour wear test of this clear foundation today. So let's get started with specifics. The Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation is a new makeup and skincare hybrid that smooths and blurs the appearance of skin while hydrating all day with a transparent matte finish. This new foundation uses clear light blur technology to manipulate light to visibly smooth skin and blur the appearance of imperfections. Infused with hyaluronic acid, the silicone-free formula controls oil all day while giving skin all-day hydration. Like a refreshing splash of cold water, the gel-like texture cools on contact, leaving skin with a transparent matte finish. This foundation is perfect for days when you want to take a break from a full face of makeup, but still want to perfect your complexion, showing the world everything you love about your face. Skin is visibly smoothed out, blurred out, with a virtually invisible finish. This foundation retails for $36 on the Becca Cosmetics website, and you do get 1 fluid ounce. For reference, I am 38 years old and I do have normal to oily skin. So let's dive into what I'm going to call the clear foundation, the Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation. Let's see how this is going to perform all day today on my skin. If you want to see this new clear foundation in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, so for the left side of my face, I'm not going to add any primer. I'm not going to add any powder. I might end up adding a little bit of concealer just under my eye area so that both sides of my face will look even. But other than that, nothing else is going on my face. I do have my regular moisturizer on with SPF. On the right side of my face, this is where I'm going to add, of course, concealer. I might do a little spot concealing on this side, and I am going to go in with setting powder and primer. I don't remember if I said primer, but yeah, I'm going to go in with my regular makeup products. So you can see it's clear, and it says to just pat and rub on the face. It's supposed to mattify the skin, which is what I need, especially right here on my nose. So that's the place I get the most oily. Picked up just a little bit more for my forehead. See, it's already drying down on this side, and it does kind of feel like a velvety texture. Now this says it's gonna blur pores. I can still see my pores. Somehow I think this is probably gonna be best as a primer. I mean, it's not obviously covering anything. All right, so this side is completely coated with the new clear foundation. I'm gonna call it the clear foundation from Becca. What do you think? Nothing? Clear. I don't know, guys. I think I was expecting it to do other things. I was expecting it to cover. I know it doesn't have pigment, but I was still expecting it to offer me a little bit of coverage, right? I mean, it's foundation. Why wouldn't you just call it a primer then? All right, let me try this side with primer, and I'm going to be using the one they sent me. This is the Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. All right, well, let's apply this clear foundation on top of it. I mean, my skin feels nice, you know? I'm almost tempted to put regular foundation on top of one of these sides. And in looking at the promotional photos, I could see a little bit of what I thought looked like coverage, because if you just do the slider that's on the website, you can see like the before and after just by sliding your finger over it. And to me, it looks like some of those girls on there, they have a little added coverage to the side with the clear foundation. So, I mean, I was expecting it to do something, but I can still see redness. I have like a little pimple right here, and I can still see my pores, as I'm sure you can still see them. I'm not really seeing anything life-changing other than my skin feels really soft and it feels really nice, and it felt cooling when I was applying the product. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add foundation. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation in shade 420 on the left side of my face where I just have the clear foundation. So now that I have this foundation on top of the clear foundation, I think it looks pretty good. Like it looks really nice. I mean, it looks really smooth. It feels really nice on my skin. And I can definitely see myself using this more as a primer than I could an actual foundation. And I'm really wondering why they didn't just label this a primer. I don't know, I guess because they thought they'd get more hits if it was, you know, labeled as a clear foundation, you know, more people would be intrigued. I mean, I bought it. And I don't think I'm going to add foundation to this other side of my face. I want to see just what my skin is going to look like, you know, at the end of the day with just wearing this clear foundation versus if you wear it as a primer with one of your favorite foundations. So I'm gonna leave my skin like this. I should powder. Let me see. Let me add a little bit of concealer under my eye area. I'm gonna add a little bit of setting powder. I'm not gonna put any powder on this side, not even under my eye. All right, guys, so this is my face. This is my face with the new Becca No Pigment, it's a long one, No Pigment Virtual Foundation, the clear foundation. So I'm gonna stay like this all day. I don't plan to go anywhere today. We're gonna see how my 38-year-old normal to oily skin reacts to this new clear foundation, if it's gonna make a difference. It does say that it's supposed to blur and control oils all day long while still providing hydration, which I like. For me at my age, even though I am a normal to oily skin type, I still want to retain that hydration, and having hyaluronic acid in your products helps to accomplish that. So I'm really happy that they did include that in this foundation. Whether this is gonna be like a game changer, I don't know. Right now, I don't think so. But let's go about my day. I'm gonna give this, like I said, a good 8 to 10 hour wear today. And I really want to upload this video tonight so that way you can see what this is all about. And I'm gonna continue playing with it later in the week. But I will check in with you guys a little bit later so we can see what's going on the skin. And I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I will see you all in a bit. Hey guys, this is the 4-hour mark of me trying out the new Becca Zero, the clear foundation. And this side is the one that has my regular Fresh Wear, L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation along with the Zero foundation. This side is the Becca primer and this Zero foundation, this clear foundation. So this foundation says that it is going to blur imperfections and provide all-day oil control. Again, I am 38 years old and I am a normal to oily skin type. This is a side that has just the primer and foundation. And you can clearly see my oils are coming through around my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Now, as far as it blurring, I don't really see that it does that, that well. On this side, I like the way my foundation is wearing on top of it. So for me right now, my first impressions are that this is more of a primer versus a foundation. And I'm just still curious as to why they want to call this a foundation when clearly I think it's just better suited if you call it a primer, because that really is how it's acting. Now, would this be beneficial to somebody with clear, beautiful skin? Probably. Although if you're oily, I don't think it's going to provide that all-day oil control that it claims to provide. But this is only the 4-hour mark. But that's why I wanted to make that statement, because usually at the 4-hour mark, my oils are pretty much under control with any, other foundation. But right now, seeing as how, this is a clear foundation, I'm getting oily already. So not really liking that. Hi guys, we are on hour 7 of this new foundation wear test, and I will say I am seeing my oils come through on both sides of the face, up here on my forehead. Other than that, I think it looks pretty much the same. Maybe on this side where I added the L'Oreal foundation on top of the Becca foundation, I'm getting a little bit of cakiness like right in here, and that's because my oils are starting to come through. I have been making some comparisons of this new Becca Zero foundation to other products I have in my stash. So I'm definitely going to share those with you during the final thoughts portion of this video today. But guys, I don't know. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I'm the right candidate for this new clear foundation. I don't know. I'll give you guys my final thoughts in a little bit. I'm going to be able to give this a good 10-hour wear test today. And I have a lot to say in my final thoughts. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I'll check in with you guys in a bit. So we have reached the 10-hour mark with this new Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation, the clear foundation as I have been calling it all day long. Guys, my opinion, my thoughts is that I don't think this is something for me. I don't have beautiful skin. At least I don't think I have beautiful skin. I do have large pores. I'm oily in my T-zone. I have some discoloration right here on the sides from some old acne scars. I don't think fine lines is an issue with this product, but I do think if you have imperfections that you do want to cover up, that you don't necessarily want to show on a daily basis, this is not going to be the product for you. I can see somebody with maybe a little more of a normal to dry skin type with not really any large pores or maybe just some nice freckling to the face. I can see that type of person enjoying this product. I do like that this contains hyaluronic acid. Like I told you guys earlier, even though I am a normal to oily skin type, I do want to retain that moisture in my skin, and hyaluronic acid helps to do that. So that is the one thing that I do like about this product. I also like that this product is silicone free and it has a really, really short ingredient list. So it's a pretty clean product. So if that's something that you're looking for, this might be something you want to check out. Now, if I was going to use this on a regular basis, I wouldn't use it as my foundation. I would use it, as I told you guys earlier and throughout the video, as a foundation primer, because I really do like the way it made this L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation go on and apply, and I like the way the foundation wore throughout the day on top of the Zero foundation from Becca. So that I will give it. But for $36, I thought, I mean, it said it's a clear foundation. But the word foundation is misleading. At least it is for me, because when I think of foundation, I think of some kind of coverage there. And I know it's clear. I know it says it doesn't have pigment. But then why wouldn't you just call it a primer, a silicone-free primer? So I really think that Becca, they just wanted to lure people in, just entice people with the idea of it being a clear foundation, of it doing something miraculous to the skin. It did say, or it does say, that it's going to blur and control oil all day. I don't think it did that great of a job of controlling my oil all day on the side where I just wore it alone, because I did get oily on my forehead and around my nose, although I probably would have gotten a little bit oilier had I not been wearing this. I think it did a better job on this side with the L'Oreal foundation, but I wouldn't say that it controlled the oil all day long. And I really wouldn't say that it blurred. I think it did a better job blurring with the L'Oreal foundation versus on its own. And you're talking to somebody, you're looking at me, I have large pores and I am oily in my T-zone. So while I think it's a very interesting product, it's definitely a very intriguing product. If you're looking at this as something that's gonna totally keep you matte all day and kind of camouflage the imperfections that you have, this is not the product for you. This is gonna be the product that you're gonna wear, of course, on those no makeup days, and maybe just add a little mascara, maybe a little bit of cream blush on top of it, and then go about your day. I don't think this is going to give you any coverage, because it didn't give me any coverage, and for me it didn't blur. One thing that I do want to try with this product is, because it does offer a cooling effect, I want to put it in my little Cooluli mini skincare refrigerator. I think that's what I'm going to go do right now, so that when I try it tomorrow, I can really feel that added cooling effect that it does provide. So now let me give you all some other options, some other recommendations, and keep in mind that some of these options, they do contain silicone. So if you are completely wanting to ban silicone from your facial products, then some of these other products that I'm going to mention, they're not going to be for you. But for those of you who are just looking for something that's more going to be mattifying and blurring, you might want to take note of some of these products that I'm going to mention. Now, first off, as I was applying the Becca Zero foundation, I thought that it looked a lot like my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen with SPF 40. This has pretty much the same consistency, the same texture, except that this is in a squeezy tube and it has SPF. This is a makeup gripping sunscreen, so it's just something to consider, another option instead of the Becca Zero, and I want to say they retail for about the same price. So I also thought that this was very similar to this Ulta Beauty mattifying face primer. This one is oil-free and paraben-free, but this one does contain silicone, and it does say that it's going to control shine and blur pores. This does an okay job. It's pretty decent as a makeup primer, but this is not something I wear by itself. I always wear it with a corresponding foundation. I also thought that this new Becca Zero foundation could be a little similar to the Tarte. This is the Timeless Smoothing Primer. This one does a really great job of filling in the pores, and it does a good job of giving that blurred appearance. So I do like this primer. I also thought that this Becca Zero foundation was a little bit similar to the latest primer from TATCHA. Let's see if my camera will focus here. This is the TATCHA, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This one is really great for oily skin. And the way that I use this is I mainly just apply this to my T-zone, and I go in with the original silk canvas on the perimeters of my face. I find that that is a really great combination. You don't have to use both, but if you use this one does a pretty decent job of camouflaging the pores and does provide that blurring effect as well. Another option that you might want to consider is the FARSÁLI. This is the Skintune Blur. This does a great job of blurring my skin, of blurring my pores. I really enjoy using this product. It's a little bit more pricey, like the TATCHA primer. It is, I think, over the $50 mark. But if you have large pores like I do, this is something that you might want to check out, and a little bit goes a long way. The last product I have to recommend to you all, instead of the Becca Zero foundation, is the GLAMGLOW. This is the SUPERMATTIFY 6 Acid Clarifying Primer. This is very similar in that it also has a little scoop, and it is almost the same consistency. You kind of just dig it out there with the little scoop. This one does a great job of mattifying and blurring as well, and you do get that clarifying treatment in it. So this product is great for normal to oily to acne prone skin. So guys, those are my thoughts on this new Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation. Again, it wasn't a winner for me, but I'm still going to continue to play around with it. I'm going to try and make it work because I definitely want to keep this in my stash. I think this is a very clever product, and kudos to Becca for thinking outside the box. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If this is something that you're very curious about and you really want to try out, it retails for $36 on the Becca Cosmetics website. I encourage you to sign up for their email so you can take advantage of the like 15 or 20% off coupon that you get on your first order. That's what I did, and I want to say it came out to about $29. So guys, that completes today's video. What were your thoughts? What do you think about this clear foundation from Becca? Are you as curious as I was to try this product? When I saw it on Instagram, I knew it was something I needed to try up here in Steff's beauty stash. So definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know all of your thoughts. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up, guys. That helps me out so much. I want to thank you all for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.